Yes, it's your girl Petty Paige back at it again with yet another video for you hoes. As I said to you guys in the last video, if I'm not feeling too well, I will be doing voiceovers, and today I am not feeling great at all. So we're going to go straight into today's drama. Today's drama is actually something slightly different. It's not an area I go into that often, but it is celebrity news drama pertaining to a star by the name of Hayley Kiyoko. She has found herself in a little bit of controversy when she did a concert this weekend at the O2 Arena in Birmingham, United Kingdom, and she was telling a lot of fans to stand up, but a lot of disabled people who were in the audience were not able to see. So I'm going to be delving straight into all of this drama and everything that unfolded that evening. Doesn't sound like a lot of mess, but there is a hell of a lot of mess to unfold. But I'll be going through all of that straight after this intro.
Most of these bitches is petty. Petty, 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 petty. Most of these bitches is petty.
Okay, so if you don't know who Hayley Kiyoko or Kiyoko is, I'm going to apologise from now because I'm probably going to pronounce her last name in like several different ways. So I do apologise if I get it incorrectly, but I think it's Hayley Kiyoko. If you don't know who Hayley Kiyoko is, she is pretty huge within the LGBT community, especially non-binary communities, trans communities, etc. She definitely promotes equality throughout pretty much everything that she does. She is a fabulous singer, songwriter, rapper, if you will, sometimes maybe. But through all of that outside activism that she does outside of her music, that's what's really, really made her famous. So much to the point that people have actually dubbed her the lesbian Jesus.
As a singer, director, and cultural provocateur, Hayley Kiyoko is a pop music revolutionary. Openly gay, she's earned a massive fan following by normalizing queer sexuality in her music and videos, celebrating lesbian relationships, and condemning violence against LGBTQ people. Everybody's saying this has been your year. You broke through.
It just feels like the biggest hug. My purpose in life is to inspire hope. I'm just creating the dialogue, and I think that that's what makes people uncomfortable. It's like they know that there are people that like the same sex, but they don't want to see it, they don't want to know about it. And it's like, well, we're here.
Her shows are sold out worldwide, and her videos have more than 200 million views. At 27, Kiyoko directs all of them herself. Raised by a Japanese mother and a white father in the suburbs of Los Angeles, Kiyoko says she always felt like an outsider.
All of my videos that you see are things that I wanted to see growing up, and to help normalize these feelings that made me feel like a monster.
I have a friend who said that had he seen your Girls Like Girls video about boys when he was 15, it would have changed his entire life.
That's sweet. That makes me want to cry. And it makes me cry to meet so many people that aren't loved, and so I'm here to love them. You know, like anyone that's not loved by their parents or their friends, that's who I am. They can come, you know, to my concerts and have that like glimpse of hope.
Okay, so now that we've got a little bit of a glimpse into who Hayley is, let's take a look into actually what happened this weekend at the O2 Arena in Birmingham, United Kingdom. Okay, so I was sent an email by a subscriber, and the email reads as follows. Hi Paige, I remember you saying that you wanted to branch out into different kinds of drama, and I was a part of something really not good that happened last night. So this singer called Hayley Kiyoko played at the Birmingham O2 Academy. She is a queer icon. Fans call her lesbian Jesus. She started this 2018 thing last year. Big deal amongst queer people, particularly girls. At this show, there were quite a few disabled people in attendance. A wheelchair section was packed, and for those of us who use walking aids, crutches, sticks, etc., had confirmed seats on the balcony. Because of the layout, we could only sit at the back of the balcony, otherwise we had to climb stairs to the front. I'm not sure if you've ever been to the O2 Academy, the main room, not 2 or 3, but the balcony is a strict no standing for the safety of everybody there. No one wants someone falling off and dying, especially since that happened multiple times at the Rainbow in Digbeth. About 20 minutes into her set, Hayley told security to stop telling people to sit and told everybody on the balcony to stand up. A bunch of us disabled folk were like, what the fuck? We can't see. And security kept helping us by telling people to sit. Every time the security made them sit, she made them stand. Eventually, it reached a point where she stopped her show to verbally attack the security enforcing the rules and helping us disabled people see. We had to raise crutches in the air and scream at her that nobody disabled could see her show. One of the disabled girls next to me had to hobble right down to the front of the balcony and try to explain. Hayley responded with a flippant, "Yeah, guys, be respectful," but then specifically targeted one very kind member of security and told him that he needed to leave, and then led the crowd in booing him. One girl who had chosen to sit because she had anxiety didn't deal well with crowds and ended up having a panic attack because of the chaos up on the balcony. Today she issued an official apology, only she didn't actually apologise to the people affected. She didn't apologise to security or her disabled fans who paid money to see virtually nothing. So upon doing some digging, it actually didn't take me very long to find footage of exactly what went on that evening. So take a look at some of the footage that I found. There's literally hundreds of videos, but these are just the few specific videos that I think are relevant that shows you exactly what happened, step by step, point by point, exactly as it was detailed in the email.
Please, it's really it's very distracting. You guys can stand up too. Just be careful, like don't jump or anything. We're gonna start that song over again. It was distracting. Dicks to leave. Finish the show until you guys leave. Them two need to leave. Flashing them in the faces. That's fine. If you guys can politely sit down so everyone can see, I'm more upset because they keep flashing you in the face and it's disrespectful. Can you turn the lights on? You guys are really pissing me off. I need you two security men that are being dicks to leave, please. I'm not kidding. I'm not going to finish the show until you guys leave. Them two need to leave.
What? Yes! Fuck you!
Sorry, I've never had drama on my show before, but I don't like when people are flashing people in the face like that. It's really weird. So there's sir, can you turn around, sir? Sir.
Okay, so as you can see, the entire thing was an absolute mess, to the point that a disabled fan had to make her way down the steps. There are quite a few steep steps. If you've ever been there, there's quite a few steep steps that you have to make your way down to get to the front of the balcony, just to tell her that the men were only doing their job. And instead of allowing the men to do their job and what they're there to do, which is to ensure the safety of everybody involved, including her, she was ordering them to still leave because they were being disrespectful by shining their lights into other fans' faces. But the issue is that when you are in an extremely loud concert, it's very difficult to get people's attention when they are having such a good time. So how on earth did you expect them to grab the attention of somebody who could be 2 rows down, too far away for them to speak to or grab or, you know, talk to without disrupting everybody else who seems to be having a good time? But she wasn't thinking like that, and I think that she was being quite ignorant. Anyway, moving on. The backlash from the differently abled community was extremely strong. There is still a lot of people, if you have a look and search through Twitter and use the words like Hayley Kiyoko and Birmingham, if you search those words into Twitter, you'll see a lot of people are still quite confused as to what happened and why she was upset. And some people were even egging her on, saying she was doing a justice, making people get up and have a good time, without actually realizing the repercussions of all of those people standing in the front rows and how that can actually impact the differently abled community. But the differently abled community did speak up, and they spoke up loud and proud on Twitter, and this is what a lot of people had to say. Take a look. So as you can see, a lot of people weren't happy. And just to give you a glimpse into what it must feel like to be a differently abled person who is unable to stand or is unable to have a clear view of what's going on at a concert, this is what one person had to endure. They said, "Here's me enjoying my favourite song at the Hayley Kiyoko concert. Then my meltdown when she told everybody to stand up again, blocking my view because I'm disabled and I can't stand." Here's the video. Here is another differently abled concert goer's view from where they were seated on the top balcony. Brilliant view, don't you think? I actually managed to get in touch with the person that you can see walking their way over to the bottom end of the balcony to tell Hayley Kiyoko that they and other people who were in the balcony area were disabled, and some of them were not able to see the concert in its entirety. I asked them if they would be happy to share their experience with me and give me a statement as to what happened to them whilst they were at the Hayley Kiyoko concert, and this is what they had to say to me. So I was on the back row on the right balcony next to my fiance and another girl with crutches. We could see pretty well and we were enjoying the concert till about 3 songs in, where Hayley did her introduction and said, "I saw people on the balcony told to sit down, but it's a fucking Hayley Kiyoko concert and I want you all to have fun standing up and dancing." I was really upset. Obviously, I couldn't see a thing. About 2 songs after, the guards told people to sit down, but every now and then they stand up again, and it came to my favourite song, Sleepover. I was so happy until she stopped halfway through the song to address the security guards, telling her fans on the balcony to stand up once again. I screamed in anger. I felt so powerless. I thought there was nothing I could do. Eventually, the guards started getting people to sit down, apart from the 3 girls who persistently swore at the security staff for telling them to sit down and danced anyway. May I also add that they were visibly drunk and it was dangerous for them to be dancing by the edge like that. The guards started shouting and shining lights, I think telling them if they don't sit that they have to leave. Then Hayley got angry at them and everyone stood up again. So I stood up, held my walking stick in the air. I'm not sure if she saw, but I sat back down because I was shaking and in a lot of pain. Then my fiancé got up and a guard helped them down to the barrier. They can be seen doing this in lots of videos, and showed their walking stick, screaming to Hayley that we can't see because if everybody stood up because we're disabled. Hayley said that everyone should sit down and continue to harass the guard and get everyone to boo him and swear at him for a couple of minutes, which was very, very, very stressful for me because all of the shouting was making my pain worse. For the rest of the concert, the guards didn't flash their lights, so people who were stood up just ignored the guards. I sat there with my face down, trying not to cry and wanting to leave. Then we thanked the security guards and left. My name's Holly and my fiance's name is Emerald. We're both 20. We both suffer with invisible illness but do have a walking stick for support as my legs get very shaky and Emerald gets dizzy and faints often. Their walking stick also folds out into a chair if they need to sit. And well, a concert in general would tire us out for a few days, but with having to get up and all of the stress of the shouting and the concert going all wrong will take a huge toll on us. We've barely been able to get out of bed today and we're in a huge amount of excess pain because of what happened. So all in all, it wasn't a very fun experience if you were a differently abled person who was not able to get a decent view at the Hayley Kiyoko concert. To top that all off, Hayley then went on to make an apology online, and I'm using apology with inverted commas. You can't see that, but I'm doing it with my fingers. One sec, ASMR. I'm doing it with my fingers. Can you hear that? Okay, so basically, her apology was absolutely naff and shocking because she actually didn't apologise to any of the relevant people, the people that she really needed to apologise to. So let me read out the apology and you guys can tell me exactly what you think. Okay, so Hayley said, I just want my fans to have the best, most positive experience at my shows. When I see altercations in the balcony to the point where the audience is concerned, I have to stop the show and try and address the situation to the best of my ability. I just can't ignore it. Sometimes I don't know the full story, but I don't like when I enter a venue that doesn't handle a situation in a delicate manner. I'm sorry to anyone who had bad energy last night, which was poorly handled and communicated. I'm sorry to even put you in a situation like that. I did the best to create a peaceful and respectful experience. I always have your best interests at heart. Love you. Heart emoji. Hayley. Isn't that like the most shocking apology that you've ever heard in your entire life? Honestly, that's like a massive slap in the face to any differently able person who did not have a good experience at a concert. First of all, they are paying customers and they should at the very least be able to have a clear view of your concert. And if you messed up, don't get me wrong, people are human. There was no way she was going to fully understand or fully know what on earth was going on up there, but she should at the very least know that the security guards who were there to make sure that everybody was safe. Security is in the name and the job title. They are there to make sure that people are safe. So if they have to flash a light in somebody else's face to say, hey, can you stop doing that? It's not very safe. Hey, we want everybody to have a great experience. These are seated tickets, therefore sit your ass down. Then if that's what they have to do, then that's what they have to do. Like, I don't understand why she took it upon herself to make decisions on behalf of a venue that really she can't control. Because if anybody falls from that top balcony, if anybody has a really bad or negative experience, that shit is gonna fall on the venue, not her. She ain't gonna have to pay no bills. Nobody's gonna have to pay no bills. Basically, at this point, I could literally rewrite what she really meant when she left that bum ass apology. This is what she meant. She meant, most of you had a good time, right? I take no responsibility for what happened last night. I did not actually know what was going on. It's the venue and staff's fault for not stopping me mid-performance to tell me what they should be telling their duty manager. Anyway, I did not do it because I hate you. I did it because I love you and always think of you. Fuck your feelings. Heart emoji. Hayley. I mean, at this point, I don't know what else she meant, you know? Anyway, that's about it for today's video. I just wanted to share this little bit of tea about what happened at the Hayley Kiyoko Haiku, who knows? I don't know how to say that girl's last name. But just to let you know exactly what happened at that concert and the way that a lot of differently abled people were left feeling after attending. Personally speaking, I believe that she should issue a full, proper apology. And if she isn't going to apologise to the venue staff, which I think they should because they're only doing their job, but if she's not going to apologise to the venue staff, she should at the very least apologise to her fans who did not have a quality performance from her, or a quality experience rather from her. Anyway, that is about it from me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like it, if you don't, I don't give a shit anyway. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification with the bell so that you guys get a notification every single time the Petty Paige posts new content. Also, I'd like to say a massive thank you to Emma and many other members of the Petty Bureau of Investigation for helping me out with this story. I really do like doing stories like this that aren't necessarily involving beauty guru and that kind of drama. So if you do have any stories or leads or anything of this nature that you would like to share with me, please don't hesitate to send me an email, and that email address is t@pettypage.co.uk. That's t@pettypage.co.uk. Anyway, that's it from me. I love you guys so much, and that might be my opinion, but don't forget to form your own because I'm just petty. Mwah. Bye.
Petty, 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 petty. Most of these bitches is petty.